Welcome to Tech Training, Glowforge 101. My name is Amanda Bold-Chafin. I work at the Lane Community Technology Center in downtown Hamilton, Ohio. We offer patrons the ability to reserve our Glowforge laser cutting and etching machine for their own projects. Today, I'm going to teach you the basics of how to use our Glowforge. If you live near Hamilton, Ohio and would like to reserve an appointment, the best way to do so is to give us a call at 513-785-2727. Our business hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and closed on Sundays. When you call, one of our friendly staff members will help you find a block of time and reserve the Glowforge for you. Most appointments run about 2 hours. The staff member may ask you some questions about your project and the materials that you plan to use. If you've never used the Glowforge before, or if you need help with your project, we'll set you up with a one-on-one appointment with a staff member. It's important to remember that staff are there to teach. They're there to guide and to assist, but they're not professional graphic designers or industrial machine operators. Ultimately, this is your project, so you'll be the one designing and etching your own project. The Glowforge cuts and etches using a powerful laser, so thin craft wood, leather, and other organic materials are perfect for creative projects. If you're just practicing, you can use some of our scrap material for free. If you can't bring your own material and scrap wood won't meet your needs, you can purchase a 12 by 12 sheet of craft wood here for $1.50. If you have a large or specific project in mind, you'll likely want to bring your own material. I recommend that beginners use Glowforge's own proof grade branded material. You can purchase it from Glowforge's website or from some craft stores like Michael's. Proof grade material ships with a QR code that can help you find the perfect settings. I also recommend that you bring extra material. The last thing you want is to miscalculate the amount of material that you need or to make a mistake and then have to reschedule your appointment because you ran out of material. You can also cut and etch very specific acrylic and EVA foam materials, and you can etch a number of other materials like anodized aluminum and stone as long as there is a thin, flat etching surface. Tech Center staff may inspect your material for safety. Most inorganic materials and anything with the prefix poly will pose a serious risk of fire or dangerous fumes. The machine will hold a flat 12 by 20 board that is no more than half an inch thick. In practice, though, the printhead cannot quite reach the top of the 12-inch board, so you'll want to plan your designs with a tolerance of about 1 inch. Most items that indicate a half-inch thickness are not quite flat or exact, which means that the printhead will often bump the object and ruin the design. For that reason, I recommend a material thickness of no more than 0.4 inches. Please note that the Glowforge has a pass-through slot, so longer materials can be etched as long as they match other requirements and or fit in our very small room. We use Glowforge's web-based software to tell the machine what to do, but we don't pay the extra monthly fee for the built-in graphic design functions. That means that you have to design and prep your project before uploading it to the design software. We recommend using Inkscape, which is a free vector graphic software that you can either download at home or use at the Tech Center. Before you upload a design, you will want to make sure that the file is saved in the SVG file format, all text and other raster graphics have been converted to vector graphics, and the file is appropriately color-coded. If you're enjoying this video and you want more like it, don't forget to like and subscribe, or even leave a comment. I try to answer all questions in a timely manner. You can also give us a shout out on Facebook. It helps us spread the word about all the cool resources and services we offer. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphic, and it is that scalable quality that we really want. SVG images aren't pixelated, which means that they can scale up or down with minimal distortion. That creates a much easier, cleaner line for our laser to follow. Anything that you upload to the Glowforge app must be saved in the SVG format. Just because something is saved in an SVG file, however, does not mean that it has been converted. This is a common mistake with text. In Inkscape, you have to select the text and then select Path and Object to Path. Otherwise, the text won't be etched into your design. This also happens with some pixelated images that you might want to import into your design. There are many methods of converting a design, but one of the easiest is to select the design, choose Path, and then Trace Bitmap, and then alter the brightness threshold until you achieve a relatively clear image. The Glowforge cuts and etches. It doesn't print. The colors that you choose in the app do not correspond to colors that will appear on your design. Instead, Glowforge separates each color into a different layer, allowing you to choose options like the speed and power for that layer. A good rule of thumb is to use a maximum of 3 colors, usually red, green, and blue, or RGB. Assign one color to correspond with each of Glowforge's functions: cut, score, and etch. For example, I usually make red my cut line, green my etch, and blue my score. Once you save your SVG file and upload it to the Glowforge app, you can choose your material and your settings for each layer. Proof-grade materials will pre-select settings that have already been optimized for that material type. Otherwise, you'll need to choose custom settings. Every material is different, so I recommend doing some small-scale tests with your extra material to really get those settings right. Set your focus in roughly the center of your design. Click Print and press the glowing button. The machine is very loud. You may want to wear earbuds to help muffle the noise. Our Glowforge is in a small windowed room that vents to the outside. We also have a camera facing down at the Glowforge. Even so, it is important for you to have eyes on your design while it is etching or cutting. In the unlikely event that something goes wrong, you will want to be able to quickly stop the print and remove the material. Most projects will require more than just etching or cutting. You may want to sand your project, or paint it, or stain it, or seal it. Many of those supplies are available in our makerspace, so you may want to reserve that room and access to those supplies. As always, just ask our friendly staff. If you're located near Cincinnati or Hamilton, Ohio, and you would like to learn more about how to design, print, and cut a project of your own, or you'd like to attend any of our in-person tech classes, give us a call at 513-785-2727 or email us at techcenter@lanepl.org. For hours and location information, check out our website at www.lanepl.org.